Greetings, everyone. I'm your narrator, bringing you the latest updates on the NFL draft. News that could have a major impact on the Las Vegas Raiders. By the end of this episode, you'll have the chance to reflect on what might be one of the most memorable draft events you've ever followed. We all know speculation is running wild around the league, but this show is set to take that anticipation to a whole new level. Many were hyped for draft day, but now there's a growing sense of anxiety about what comes next. For those who want to stay locked in, I'll be live at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. We'll be breaking down every pick, not just for the Raiders, but across the entire draft. You'll see selections on our live stream before they even hit your television screen. Sometimes we're ahead by 2 or 3 picks. So if you want to stay ahead of the curve, this is where you need to be. To kick off today's program, we're diving into a flood of reports and rumors swirling around the league. The main storyline, and probably the reason you clicked on this video, is the growing speculation that the Raiders may not select Ashton Gentry. The big question is whether Gentry will even be available. But even if he is, the sense around the league is that the Raiders won't be the team to take the Boise State running back. Here's what a well-connected NFL draft source had to say. Jacksonville is unlikely to draft Mason Graham, and the information I've received suggests that the Raiders are also unlikely to pick Ashton Gentry at number 6. Gentry recently appeared on a podcast and said he believed the highest he could be. Drafted was 6th overall and the lowest 12th. After hearing that and reviewing a few reports, I initially thought he was headed for that 6th slot. But now, I'm not so sure. He could very well end up in Jacksonville. Raiders draft buzz started swirling after conversations with league insiders over the weekend, and now it's widely expected that Gentry won't be the pick at 6. That opens the door for edge rushers like Jalen Walker or Mike Williams. A lot of teams have bumped Walker higher on their boards, but my gut says a team might lean toward the physical traits and pick Williams. So while Gentry may not be the guy, Williams or Walker are both strong possibilities. I've mentioned both before. I talked about Mike in a previous video and discussed Walker's rise. I was among the first to flag the Raiders' interest in Walker, given his pedigree from Georgia. He's the kind of versatile, high-character player this team is looking for. Jalen Walker had 34 total pressures last season at Georgia. If you're evaluating talent and you can get the defensive version of Brock Bowers, again, I'm not saying Walker will be that good, but that's the kind of mentality he brings, then that's a very intriguing option. Mike Quail Williams could also be in play if the Raiders trade down. I'll have more content on that tomorrow. These two players, Williams and Walker, fit a profile the Raiders seem to value, prospects from elite programs who've shown steady development. Now, switching gears for a moment, how are Raiders fans feeling right now? I'm seriously concerned about the collective mood. I shared this thought on social media, and I'd love it if it became the pinned comment. On a scale of 1 to 10, now 1 being totally calm and 10 being about to lose your mind. I'll be sharing my own number soon. For now, I'd say I'm at an 8. When I walked into work today, I couldn't stop thinking about how hyped I was for this 2025 NFL draft. I thought we might land Gentry, Arminu, or Mason Graham, 3 guys I consider home run picks. But after digesting today's news, rumors, and analysis, I'm not so sure anymore. Let's take a look at the projected top 5 picks. From what I've gathered, the most consistent mock draft board for the top of the 2025 draft looks like this, Cam. Ward is locked in as the number 1 overall pick. Travis Hunter, last I checked, had 500 odds to go number 2. Abdul Carter's odds jumped from 475 to nearly 900 for the 3rd pick. Patriots insiders seem to love Will Campbell. Meanwhile, Jacksonville rumors over the last 24 hours are heating up around Gentry being the number 5 selection. That's what makes this draft feel so unpredictable, and honestly, kind of nerve-wracking. Let's move to another name the Raiders could target at number 6. I brought him up in a live stream this past Tuesday when buzz around him started picking up. If the Raiders go with him, it could shock everyone. And hey, real talk, I feel like I'm looking pretty sharp today. With spring here and summer around the corner, it's time for a wardrobe refresh. There's a limited time offer going on right now with an exclusive discount code. This brand's got an incredible selection of menswear. Stretch shorts, chinos, polos, dress shirts, perfect for weekend brunches or beach hangouts. You'll feel that summer energy all year with their bold, vibrant, and ultra comfortable. Styles. That 20% discount is only available for a limited time with a special code. You probably noticed the shirt I'm wearing. It's on screen now in case you want to grab one. The promo also includes matching shorts if you want to complete the look. I'm a huge fan of this brand's variety. This shirt, super comfy. I'd wear it to a bachelor party, a golf tournament, or just lounging at the beach while still getting work done. It's that good. Didn't even iron it, but it still looks sharp. Definitely check out the brand, especially if you've got a night out or a date coming up. The discount helps support the show. Now, let's talk about the growing hype around Kelvin Banks Jr. I'm curious, do you believe in draft hype trains? Because the buzz surrounding Banks and the Raiders at number 6 is gaining serious traction. One analyst believes the Raiders are zeroing in on Banks more than any other prospect. That made me pause. Are the Raiders really that interested? The analyst pointed out that Banks' run blocking may appeal to the Raiders more than other linemen. But I think the Raiders are too sharp to fall for that. Banks' main strength is pass protection, not run blocking. He's a truly elite offensive lineman. Some see him as a guard, others as a tackle. His overall PFF grade of 86 is impressive, strong in both run and pass sets. Banks shines most in pass protection. That's why people are divided between projecting him as a guard or tackle. Either way, that 86 PFF grade speaks volumes, but as this conversation has ramped up over the past 24-48 hours, I'm starting to wonder how much of this is real Raiders interest and how much is just smoke. One thing to note, a lot of discussion around players often centers on whether the Raiders met with him. Relationships matter in this organization. Banks was part of the team's top 30 visit list, and two coaches with long-standing ties, one worked with the other from 2001 to 2003, then again from 2005 to 2008, are both in the mix. That relationship could be crucial. And here's something else. Banks is currently 150 to go in the top 10. That's no small thing. Raiders fans might be sleeping on Banks, but now's the perfect time to get familiar with him. The buzz isn't just hype. I'm not saying he'll be the pick, or even my personal favorite, but the idea of Kelvin Banks going in the top 10, possibly to the Raiders, is very real. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The Las Vegas Raiders have just pulled off one of the most electrifying moves of this offseason. The acquisition of safety Marcus Williams. Known for his instinctive ball hawking, game-sealing interceptions, and leadership in the secondary, Williams arrives on the shores of Nevada to inject championship pedigree into a Raiders defense hungry for dominance. Williams, 27, spent his first 5 seasons with the New Orleans Saints, where he led the league in takeaways as a rookie and earned 2 Pro Bowl selections. His 5 interceptions in 2020, including a dramatic fourth-quarter pick-6 against the Buccaneers, cemented his reputation as one of the NFL's premier free safeties. Beyond the numbers, teammates praise his film room discipline and his uncanny ability to anticipate routes, traits that define defensive playmakers. For the Raiders, the prize of landing Williams goes beyond statistics. Head coach Josh McDaniels has repeatedly emphasized the importance of a killer instinct culture, and Williams embodies that edge. His arrival dovetails with a defense that saw promising growth last year under defensive coordinator Patrick Graham, but lacked a true game changer in the back end. Williams' presence will allow the Raiders to mix coverages more aggressively, knowing they have a reliable last line of defense. Las Vegas fans have already begun celebrating, chanting MVP as rumors solidified into reality. Social media exploded with highlights of Williams' pivotal interceptions and game-winning tackles, a rush of nostalgia for moments when the pick became a team's turning point. Season ticket holders have speculated that with Williams patrolling the secondary, the Raiders might revisit those heady days of Super Bowl contention, but the stakes remain high. Williams joins a locker room stocked with talent, Marlon Humphrey. On the opposite side of the field, Max Crosby terrorizing quarterbacks up front, and Darren Waller opposing matchup nightmares in the passing game. The fusion of Williams' coverage skills with a front seven designed for pressure could produce a defense capable of suffocating opposing attacks from all angles. Williams himself has spoken of his excitement. I'm ready to bring that competitive spark to Raider Nation. I believe in leaving everything on the field, and I can't wait to get out there in silver and black. His words resonate with a fan base that demands intensity and commitment. Now, as the sun sets over Allegiant Stadium, anticipation builds. Can Marcus Williams be the catalyst who ushers the Raiders back into the championship conversation? If history is any guide, when Williams is on your team, turnovers follow. And in the NFL, turnovers often decide who hoists the trophy. Raiders fans, prepare for fireworks. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.